If I told you that one small pack of carrot seeds could grow enough carrots to feed your family for months? Most people think carrots are difficult, but honestly, they're one of the easiest and most rewarding vegetables you can grow if you know a few simple secrets. And I'm going to share those with you now. So let's go. Welcome back to the Handmade Homestead and Garden. I'm Angela Allen, and today we're going to talk all about growing carrots in abundance. By the end of this video, you'll know how to prepare your soil, when to plant, how to succession sow for months of harvest, how to store carrots for the winter, and even how to use those beautiful green tops instead of throwing them all away. If you're new here and you enjoy practical gardening advice, canning information, recipes on ingredients, cooking, and other handmade homestead ideas that actually work, I would love to have you join us. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss future gardening videos. Now let's get growing more carrots than you'll know what to do with. Carrots have been feeding people for over 1,000 years. The very first cultivated carrots weren't even orange. They were purple, yellow, red, and white, and were originally grown in parts of Central Asia. The familiar orange carrot color didn't become popular until the Dutch growers selectively bred them in hundreds of years later. It's amazing to think that something we now consider such an everyday vegetable has traveled around the world and become a staple in nearly every single kitchen. There's an old European folktale about a farmer who always planted extra carrots. His neighbors laughed at him because they thought that he was wasting valuable garden space. But every autumn, when winter approached and the other families were running low on food, well, that farmer quietly shared baskets of carrots throughout his village. The lesson really wasn't about the carrots, it was about abundance. Nature often gives back much more than we expect when we care for it well. And carrots are no exception. They are one of those crops that can reward even a beginner with surprisingly generous harvests. Let's talk about why carrots are worth growing. Well, they're one of the healthiest vegetables you can put on your table for starters. They're rich in beta-carotene, which our bodies convert into vitamin A for healthy vision and immune function. They're also packed with fiber, potassium, antioxidants, and vitamin K. But what I love most is just how versatile they are. Fresh from the garden, they're wonderfully sweet. Roast them, steam them, grate them into salads, add them to soups and stews, pickle them, juice them, freeze them for later. They're great in desserts as well as savory cooking. They're great raw, they're great cooked, they're wonderful with some rich dip, especially if it's homemade. And don't throw away those beautiful green tops either. Carrot tops make a wonderful pesto with garlic, olive oil, nuts, and a little Parmesan cheese. You can also dry the leaves and crumble them into soups, sauces, casseroles, really anywhere that you'd use parsley. You can use them as a garnish or you can use them as a flavoring. They are full of flavor and it's a great way to use every part of the plant. I also try to leave 1 or 2 carrots in the ground to overwinter because those will produce my seeds for next year. Now the carrots that you're seeing here in the video are Scarlet Nantes or Danver's half-longs, so they don't grow extremely long, but you get a full-size carrot in that half-size length. Though my dirt is soft enough and loamy enough and deep enough to support full-length carrots, I love the idea of just grabbing the top and plucking them out. No fork necessary to pull them out, so none get damaged. And I want to tell you another secret about the way I plant them. Those of you who know me know I'm kind of a chaos gardener, and I don't plant huge swaths of anything in my garden. I like to kind of break things up. I like it how it looks better, and I like having, a little bit here, a little bit there. Kind of prevents me from having any pest damage, taking out a whole crop by planting in different blocks around the garden. But in this case, right here in this bed, you'll see that there are leeks and onions, peas and kale and fennel, all bordering the bed where these carrots were grown. And I can tell you there's not one bit of carrot fly damage anywhere on these carrots. And as we go along, you'll be able to look for yourself. You'll see them as I wash them, and they're all perfect. Now let's talk about the part that makes all the difference. If your soil is prepared properly, carrots can become incredibly easy to grow. Carrots love loose, deep soil. If the soil is compacted or full of rocks, the roots will have to fight their way downward, and that what you end up with is twisted, forked, or stunted carrots. Now, nobody in a home carrot bed grows all perfect carrots. Some of them are gonna be a little surprising and a little wonky and a little amusing, but either way, before planting, loosen the soil at least 10 or 12 inches deep, depending on the kind of carrot you plan to grow. Remove rocks and sticks and any large clumps of dirt. Make sure the soil has plenty of compost, holds moisture well. They don't want to be dry, but they don't want to be soggy either. If your soil is heavy or clay filled, mix in some finished compost to improve the texture. In fact, just mix in some compost anyway. Avoid adding fresh manure because excess nitrogen encourages leafy tops and not nice straight roots. One simple afternoon of soil preparation pays off all season long and will pay off for years if you choose to plant in that same bed often. When it comes to planting carrots, remember that carrot seeds are very, very tiny, and that's where many gardeners run into trouble. Sow the seeds about 1/4 of an inch deep in rows or scattered. To be quite honest, I've never planted anything in a row in my life, so there you go. Plant them however you wish, but try to space them lightly because thinning later can be really tedious. Keep the seed bed consistently moist until they germinate. And I do mean moist. Now in my beds, I have a long piece of what used to be the treadmill belt on an old treadmill that I had years ago. When that went to the junkyard, I kept that belt and I put that right over my seed. I plant the seed, sprinkle a little soil on top. I wet the ground right before the seeds go in, sprinkle a little soil on top, wet them again very gently, and I put that belt on top, and I leave that belt in place for 5, maybe 6 days, depending on the weather and how warm it is. And then I check. If the seedlings are starting to pop out, I take the belt off, I water gently, and I keep them moist until they're a couple of inches tall at least. It can take anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks, depending on your temperatures, for your seeds to actually pop up. So don't panic if nothing seems to be happening after a few days. Patience is part of growing carrots for sure. Once the seedlings are a couple of inches tall, thin them to about 2 inches apart. Yes, it feels wasteful, but giving each carrot enough room allows those roots to size up beautifully. And when you thin them, you can wash and eat the greens if you choose to. One of the biggest secrets to growing carrots in abundance is not planting them all at once. Start sowing your carrots in early spring as soon as your soil can be worked. Then plant another short row every 2 or 3 weeks. That simple habit gives you fresh carrots over a much longer season instead of one huge harvest all at once. You can continue sowing right up until about 70 days before your average first fall frost. Depending on the variety that you're growing and depending on where you live will depend on how many harvests you get in a season. Those later plantings often become the sweetest carrots of the year because cool autumn temperatures encourage the roots to develop more natural sugars. Most carrots are ready somewhere between 60 and 80 days after planting, and you don't have to harvest them all at once, but do harvest them before they go to seed or they'll get woody. You can pull them out whenever they've reached the size you enjoy eating, baby carrots to big carrots. If the soil is dry, water lightly the day before harvesting. The roots usually pull much more easily from moist soil. For stubborn carrots, loosen the soil gently with a garden fork before pulling. There's nothing quite like brushing the dirt off a freshly harvested carrot and tasting that incredible sweetness. Store-bought carrots really can't compare. After harvesting, remove the leafy tops right away. If you leave them attached, they'll continue drawing moisture from the root, resulting in a shriveled up, very limp, very unappealing carrot. Brush off excess soil, but don't wash your carrots unless you're planning to use them soon. Stored in the refrigerator in a plastic bag or container, carrots often keep for several weeks or several months, and there are some people that swear if they poke holes in the plastic bags, they can keep carrots in their refrigerator for up to a year and still have crisp, crunchy roots to serve. For long-term storage, carrots keep beautifully packed in slightly damp sand, sawdust, or wood shavings, all in a cool root cellar or an unheated basement. They can often last 4 to 6 months this way as well. They also freeze really well if you blanch them, but when they thaw, they won't have that same crispness that you get from a fresh carrot. Growing enough carrots for fresh eating, preserving, and winter storage is really much easier than most people imagine. Carrots really are one of those vegetables that reward the grower with very little effort and an incredible harvest. Give them loose soil, consistent moisture while they're getting started, succession sow every few weeks, and before long you'll have more carrots than you ever expected. And honestly, that is a wonderful problem to have. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd give it a thumbs up. It helps YouTube share these videos with more gardeners, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I'd love to have you join our growing community here at the Handmade Homestead and Garden. Here's another video that I think you'll also enjoy. Thanks so much for spending a little time in the garden with me today, and I'll see you in the next video. So until then, plant those carrots and take care.